Okay, friends, I am sitting next door at a neighbour. Now, because of monsoon rains, I had no idea we were going to end up here, myself and Anna. But circumstances dictated that we end up here. And our neighbour, directly to the right of me as I live in the house, is a neighbour called Adriana. She lives here with her family. Now, we got speaking, and I was very, very interested in some of the things that she had to say. Now, I want you to listen very, very carefully. Please listen very carefully because this is serious. And I'm going to speak to Anna. Anna is going to speak to Adriana, and then we will have it interpreted back to ourselves. And then you, the viewer, can decide yourself if this is something from God or not. Now, I just want to preface this with something that happened to me in 2022, two times. Early in 2022, the Lord spoke to me very clearly. He said, "The angel of death descendeth amongst the sons of man," or men. "He is my servant, and he doeth my bidding." Now note that the Lord said, the angel of death descendeth. He was coming down. But a few months later, the Lord spoke to me again, and he said, the angel of death hath descended amongst the sons of men. In other words, he was now here on the earth. And as I've said many times, you're going to see a lot of death. But I don't want to keep this video too long, so I'm going to ask Anna to speak to Adriana about a vision she had in 2023. So Anna, can you speak to Adriana about this?
Ya, ceritakan kembali apa yang ibu lihat.
Anna, can you speak
Ya.
louder?
Ano pa ako anak ko? Tinan ito ulit. Ya, ya, apa yang penglihatan yang ibu lihat. And at the time she was in the church and Sunday, hari Minggu. Yeah, and
So she was in the church on a Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday, and after people pray at the time. And then
So people pray at the time.
And suddenly she opened her eyes quick. And
So sorry, say that again. She opened her eyes
quick.
quick.
Yeah, when people pray, and suddenly she saw on the cross light, and she saw Jesus.
Right, so she saw on the cross a light, and she saw Jesus.
And not only hell, she saw other people saw as well. So the two people saw the same vision. So like confirmation.
So other people in the church saw exactly the same vision as a confirmation. Okay, so what happened then?
And apa yang dua kali ya. And she saw twice, and the other day when Friday because this is a prayer meeting.
Right, so now you're talking about very recently in a prayer meeting, she saw something else.
She saw di dindingnya. She saw on the wall. She saw light, and like love.
A lot like a heart.
A heart.
Right, okay, so she saw on the wall like a heart,
heart, light, yeah, terang.
light.
Terang.
Yeah, and then she saw Jesus on the heart.
So she saw Jesus.
Terang. Sinar to na lan ni turun mo.
Yeah. So they look like heart, but light,
Light.
on, and then she saw Jesus in a head of Jesus on the heart.
So she saw the head of Jesus on the heart.
Yeah, but the heart is like light.
So the heart is like light.
Yeah.
Okay? So what happened then?
Apa yang terjadi setelah itu?
Kan sementara berdoa semua orang. Saya sendiri yang bangun begini. Dibangunkan. Kelihatan di situ.
And while all people pray, like just like something wake her up, and this is suddenly she saw this vision.
So while they were praying, that something suddenly prompted her
Yeah.
to sort of like be alert
Yeah, be alert and so
and see this vision.
Yeah. And setelah itu,
Amin. Amin tidak ada.
when
Amin semua amin.
when everyone finish the prayer meeting, so the light is gone.
So when the prayer meeting finished, the light disappeared.
Yeah, disappear.
And so what happened when the light disappeared?
Apa yang terjadi waktu terang itu sudah hilang?
Ibadah diteruskan.
Ibadah diteruskan, terus ibu sharing ke ibu pendeta berapa hari kemudian.
Hari Jumat itu. Hari karena ini abang aku nabi saban aku. Ya kemarin alam suka ada kakak. Lu kenapa nak tahu apa bahasa tanya jelek kampung kita. Tahu tak buka dia bilang tak kuat kila. Oh.
And she want to share to other, but she say, I worry if people say maybe you just lie, and why you not tell people, because like she can't sleep because just like what she saw, and pendeta mana
Baba.
yeah.
Baba pendeta.
So and she tried to share to help pastor what's happening.
Right. So she couldn't sleep after receiving the vision. And she tried to share it with many people.
No, she's scared to share to many people.
Or
She
she's
only,
scared
yeah,
to share to many people.
because she seem scared if people say, "Oh, you just lie."
So she is scared to speak because the other people would think she's lying. I can relate to that because that's what happened to me in 2021. Now, you mentioned something earlier on about the people not being around. Can you elaborate on that? Can you elaborate on like what she understood from what she was being shown?
Apakah ibu mengerti apa yang ibu lihat maksudnya setelah itu maksudnya apakah ibu mengerti maksudnya penglihatan itu?
Iya. Mungkin apa kan itu kalau pasti penampakan ini sesuatu tanda-tanda toh ini saja ada ibu muli mangkat kok hari Jumat itu kepada malam waktu ke gereja toh kepada ibu sini sahabat ada mereka sembayangan yang kata kutokan mama aku butuh muli kan butuh apa mulai itu kan tahu dong tidak pandai itu orang masalah yang kita ngomong sana tahu takut kepada kita lah saat itu malam kan dari hari Jumat apa Pak Pendeta tuh mama di koreksi koreksiran kan gelap tuh hilang panas itu hari Jumat tuh buka dengan kan lalu hari ini pantau apa kan
Nah, mangka pirang anu to namanya terjadi longsor begitu to mate pirang
dalam
bulan tahun.
tak melihat tuh dalam minggu-minggu yang tuh ngapain dia tuh kalau balesan seluruh dunia betul apa siapa tuh air apa tsunami
Oh, tsunami. Bato ni tsunami.
Darussalam Aceh.
Oh, okay. So after this, when because she can't sleep, and suddenly tell hell pastor, and pastor come here and pray for help, and a few weeks later, so everywhere like many landscape falling, and in Toraja and everywhere district near
Palu.
from Toraja,
Palu.
and many place Indonesia landscape, and so many people die, and then suddenly tsunami in
Palu.
bukan tsunami Jo.
Hindi Aceh.
Oh, in Aceh as well. They have in
In
Aceh.
Aceh.
Oh,
Iya.
Bandar Aceh.
Yeah, Bandar.
Iya.
Oh, manimang kadupat din tsunami dyan.
Oo.
Tinggalan tang jo Palu nito kung ada tang mati.
Oh yeah, so many like earthquake, yeah,
Yeah,
apa,
yeah.
yeah, earthquake in some of part of Indonesia, and so many people die.
Okay, I just want to stop there because when myself and Anna first came to Bituan, I took note of the journey because it was a very difficult journey. And I noticed one landslide on the journey here. And it was quite a bad landslide. But the driver managed to navigate it. Now, myself and Anna came back from Macaulay about a week ago, was it? Or just over a week? And I really took note of the journey. And it was at least 4 or 5 landslides. And I remember thinking, this is getting bad, it's getting far worse. And I can see people perishing because of this. Now, what Adriana is saying is that she told her pastor, he came round here and he prayed. But the crux of it is that she saw many disasters coming
A few weeks later.
a few weeks later, coming to Indonesia. But friends, I'm going to tell you something. This is not just coming to Indonesia. It's coming to the world. What she is seeing, and I believe by the Spirit of God, that the Lord is showing me, she has been shown what is coming to this country, but it's coming globally. Now, I'm not saying we're all going to have landslides, but there is a lot of death coming. We need to be prepared. We've got to understand, and we've got to get very close to the Lord. I'm just trying to interpret what's going on tonight. I mean, I've only just literally, I heard Adriana speak about this, and then I went next door and grabbed my camera because I wanted to record this. Now, this is not the first time I've heard this type of thing here in Bituan, but it's the first time I've actually went and got my camera and recorded this. I don't want the video to be too long, but I feel it is so important that you understand what is being said. Now, you can decide yourself, but I am telling you by the Spirit of God, if you don't get your act together now, then there could be serious problems for you. God is showing his people, and they're from all over the world. Adriana is just a neighbour. We are no different
In small
from her.
village.
We are no different. We live in this small village in Bituan, and God is speaking to us and he's confirming things to us. Listen, you've got to prepare. You've got to grow your own food. You've got to have communications. You've got to have a good network of people. You've got to have support, because terrible things are coming to this world. Now look, I can't say it any clearer. Get your act together. Get close to the Lord. I know I might sound a bit strong on this, but I'm telling you, It's building up. It's building up. You've got to get right with the Lord, and you've got to follow His directions. Now, I'm going to finish this video by just saying to Anna and Adriana, is there anything final that you want to say?
Adakah yang ibu mau sampaikan kepada orang-orang? Ya, misalnya, ya terserah misalnya dari penglihatan itu, terus apa yang terjadi setelah ibu dapat penglihatan, banyak orang mati. Apa yang ibu sampaikan ke orang-orang? Tidak, mesti sampaikan ke orang penonton ini, mestinya dari penglihatan itu terus banyak orang meninggal. Apa yang ibu mau sampaikan untuk membangkitkan iman orang-orang penonton ini?
Hanya bagi satu kan, jaga-jaga kami tambahan kami akan terjadi itu, dia mau tanda-tanda.
And just she say after something happened so many days, she say to people, prepare yourself because this is the sign, the sign and the end time.
Right, okay, folks. You didn't hear that from me. You heard it from what this woman said. She never told me this before. But she is saying this is the end time. You got to prepare yourself. So, some of you watch my videos on YouTube. Now, my videos are neither here nor there. At the end of the day, it's what God speaks. It's up to you to decide what you're going to do. But I'm telling you, if you don't get your act together, it's going to be one hell of a rough ride. So, again, I'm hoping in the very near future to do more interviews like this with other people that I've heard speaking, because this woman is not the only person that's saying these type of things here. It's just the first time that I've went and grabbed my camera to do this type of interview, but I hope to do quite a few more a few more interviews in the very near future. So I'm going to leave it with you. You decide yourself. May God bless each and every one of you.